Should you negotiate your salary as a new nursing graduate? If you conduct a Google search on this topic, you will find mixed messages and varying opinions. Some say no, others say it is possible, and then there are those who say you should always expect to negotiate your starting hourly pay as a new nursing graduate. Not only should you prepare to have a conversation about the salary for a job offer, but you should also know how to go about asking for a raise within your first year as a new nurse. Conversations around money are not comfortable conversations for most people to have, but understanding how to approach the topic and prepare for the conversation is important. Remember that you are your own best advocate during the job search process and as your career develops within the nursing profession. In this short presentation, we will discuss what steps to take, the importance of doing your research, and we'll share some advice from seasoned professionals in the industry. The best way to prepare? Do your research. Sometimes a new nursing graduate has unrealistic expectations, not only about the type of nursing positions that they can attain right out of school, but also what they can be expecting for a starting salary. Make sure to review local, state, and national wage data, PayScale, Glassdoor, the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, as well as many other sites, all provide great information that you can use to prepare for negotiations. You can even have conversations with other nurses to assess what starting wages might be. Connect with your career services advisor at Rasmussen if you have questions about what to expect or how to approach the conversation. Because as a new nursing graduate, you're experiencing a lot of excitement about starting your new career or taking the next steps in your career. Some graduates know exactly what they want. They know where they want to work. They know what they want to be doing as a nurse. And they are fortunate enough to get an interview with the employer that they have always wanted to work for, and even sometimes in the position that they had hoped for as well. This is usually the case for a small percentage of the nursing graduate population. Most will apply to multiple healthcare facilities, and it would be so easy to accept the first offer that came along. But it is always encouraged to interview with multiple employers and see what each one has to offer. When nursing graduates hear the words wage negotiations, they often think about what they are going to be paid on an hourly basis. Negotiating is not only about how much money you're going to earn, your salary includes multiple pieces. They all come together as a full compensation package where the actual hourly wage or annual salary is only one component of the total package being offered. Keep the entire compensation package in mind. What are they offering for sick time or PTO or vacation days? Do they support education and offer tuition reimbursement or post-education payments towards your student loan? What amounts are being offered for shift differentials? If healthcare benefits are important to you, what does the company offer for health, vision, and dental plans? Your retirement is an important step in the life cycle, so is the company set up to offer a robust retirement package or match or profit sharing? Travel expenses are also important to keep in mind, especially if you are applying to positions in a larger metro area. The price of gas and the time that it takes for you to commute to work should be considered. Do you have to pay for parking? Will the position include some traveling from location to location? This is where having multiple offers can give you the advantage when speaking with multiple employers about their job offers. So, how do you leverage what you have to offer during a wage negotiation conversation? Are you a current employee of the company or a new hire? Your commitment to a current employer should certainly be a part of the conversation. Additionally, if you have longevity with a previous employer or soon to be previous employer, it's good to have that conversation about your commitment to an organization and why that's important to you. This is important to employers because statistics show that onboarding a new nurse can cost anywhere between $20,000 to around $60,000, depending upon the position. How much experience do you have in the healthcare field? Even if you are brand new to the healthcare industry as a new nursing graduate, what experience do you have and what skills from that experience can you bring to your position as a nurse? Think about those transferable skills such as management, leadership, communication, or customer service, in addition to your work ethic and your ability to think critically. These are all key skills and attributes of a nurse and can be used in conversation with an employer about starting wages. Letting the employer know how valuable you are to the organization is important. It shows that you've done your research and you are confident as a professional in your field. This applies to negotiating starting wages as well as asking for a raise. Know what you've done and what you have to offer. If you developed, implemented, or helped to create efficiencies within your previous or current position, then speak to your contributions and your performance on the job. Highlight your dedication to your position and your patience, or if you don't have any experience, your dedication to customer service. If you're always on time or stay late, this is important information to share. Before you begin the discussion about wages, have a dollar amount in mind and don't waver from that. All they can do is counter your offer or tell you no. If you're offered a position in a union situation, then there may be no flexibility there to be able to have those negotiating conversations. At that point, you're going to have to make a decision and take a look at the entire compensation package, as well as the experience that you're going to receive in that position, and make a decision if it's worth accepting the offer. Do not be afraid to ask for 1 to 2 business days to think about their offer before beginning any type of conversation around negotiating wages. This will give you time to prepare for the conversation. Always thank the employer for their time and their patience. If you are headed into a 90-day review or an annual review, you should already have specific examples and objective data as to why you deserve a raise and what the research shows. Now that we've covered detailed information about steps to take and things to consider, let's review. Mention applicable skills and accomplishments. It's important to keep track of the skills that you are learning on the job, in your courses in nursing school, and within your clinical rotations. There's a side note here. This is also important information to keep track of for your resume, cover letter, and during the interview. Keep all your experience in mind, including volunteer work. Demonstrate your value to the organization. What are your professional goals? How are you hoping to develop as a nurse within the organization? Express your long-term interests and leverage not only those key nursing skills, but transferable skills within the conversations as well. Discuss what you have learned through your research. Talk to people and spend time researching online. Know those shift differentials and what to expect so that you can be better prepared to ask for more when the time presents itself. Whether that time is when accepting the offer or in a 90-day or annual review, be prepared. Remember that more does not always mean more money. Keep the entire compensation package in mind, as well as the flexibility of the position to work within your life and your family. So what do employers and nursing faculty who have experience in the field have to say about wage negotiations? A nursing leader from a large healthcare organization and a clinical partner for some of our Florida nursing campuses had this to say. The nursing graduate who is looking for healthcare employment needs to do their homework. Their resume needs to include any healthcare experience and any customer service experience they have had. There may be opportunity to discuss starting pay. Make sure the resume is inclusive of healthcare experience and customer service experience to open the door for that salary conversation. One of our nursing deans, this is what they had to say. Negotiating does not always involve wages. Most of us want to take home more money, but it's important to think about your entire life, work-life balance, future educational goals, support to make you a better employee for the organization. When negotiating, consider requesting additional vacation days, flex schedule, or even tuition reimbursement, which is great for you as an employee and the company itself. If you don't get exactly what you want or your counteroffer wasn't accepted, don't give up. If you really want to work for the facility, ask how often employee performances and salaries are reviewed. Based on their answer, make your decision. If you have questions or need some coaching, you can reach out to your career services advisor at any time. You can also reach out to Career Services and access the many resources available to you through the student portal under the Resources tab, or you can access information about Career Services and our resources via our digital flyer.